Hello everyone, I'm Love here, back again with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So in today's video, I'll be creating a guide on how to speed farm the Queen of Tides dungeon. So as you can see here, currently the Dragon Cup Rally has this Queen of Tides rally going on right now, which has started on the 5th of March and will be ending in 3 days time at the point of this video recording. So as you can see here, these are the rewards that you'll be able to get upon completing the Queen of Tides rally. So usually there are two types of rewards, basic rewards that where we can get our epic mastery book to book our epic heroes, and then there's also progress rewards which can be unlocked by purchasing this legendary badge from the shop, or you can do the advanced quest. So for the big spenders, they can unlock these progress rewards to get one of these legendary mastery book to upgrade their legendary heroes for maybe for the arena heroes or their PvE heroes. And on top of that, maybe also to get this shard for Grayson, which is currently a limited legendary hero they can obtain from this game. So in this video, I'll be covering two different teams to provide you some alternative in case if you do not have some of these heroes on your account. So let's head over to the Arcane Dominator Dungeon, Helmut Stage 4. So the strategy that I'll be showing you today will revolve around one hero, who is Rachel, and then you can mix and match the heroes depending on the heroes you have on your account. And this strategy will work for all of these Helmut stages from 1 to 4, as well as the normal mode stages here. As long as you're able to properly gear your heroes, and also if you're able to get some mastery books for them, they'll be able to help you to speed farm this dungeon much more easily. Alright, so this is the first team composition where I'm using Jonathan, Rachel, Beran, as well as Joseph. So currently Beran is my damage dealer to clear out the first two waves with her crossbows and arrows there. And then Joseph is here to provide this AoE attack up buff to my damage dealer so that they'll be able to do more damage in the long run. And Joseph is capable of also applying defense up buff to reduce the damage intake dealt by the enemies here. And then Jonathan, on the other hand, he's able to apply attack down and defense down so that the enemies will deal lesser damage, and they will also receive more damage from our heroes' attacks here. The good thing about having Rachel in this team composition is that she's able to apply that spike restoration. So each time my heroes gets attacked, they will get healed at the same time. And pairing Rachel with Jonathan makes it a very powerful combination where the shield that's generated from Jonathan's trait will help protect the allies from the attack, and then Rachel will then heal up the health that was lost, while the shield from Jonathan will protect the damage from dealing directly to the health. So the shield will protect our allies, and then the spike restoration will keep everyone in the pink of health. And yeah, so that's basically the team composition where having Joseph, Rachel, Jonathan together, right? It makes it a very powerful team combination where the enemies will not be able to deal lots of damage that can possibly defeat your heroes here. The cool thing about having Joseph here is he's capable of cleansing away that debuff and also providing a bonus turn to your damage dealer, so that you'll be able to do more damage to the boss in the long run as well. And Rachel has a unique capability where she can strip away the buff, preventing the boss from ever getting 4 positive effect, which allows her to unlock her dragon, what's it called, dragon ball or dragon bombs attack, which will be able to strip away our hero's positive effect here. So now the boss is around about like 30% HP left and is finished off by Rachel. So let's check out the battle results here. So I think this team composition will take around roughly 3 minutes and 11 seconds here. So there are a couple of ways on how to optimize this team by swapping out different heroes in case if you have them on your account. So in the second team composition here, I'm now using Hitoshi, which you can get it when you start in the game in the 7 days login once you start a new account. Hitoshi, one thing good about Hitoshi is he's a very powerful damage dealer where whenever he defeats 5 enemies, right, you gain that 5 stacks of attack up buff. And this allows him to do more damage in the long run, especially like in this case, in the Queen of Tides speed farming dungeon. He's able to deal massive amount of AoE damage and as well as dealing extra attacks upon defeating an enemy there. And then I replace Beran with Hitoshi, and also I replace Jonathan with Yolanda. A good thing about Yolanda is she's able to cleanse any debuff using her basic ability, as well as providing bonus turn to your damage dealer, so that they'll be able to take more turns to deal more damage to the boss. And the bonus turn will also come with that attack up buff to allow them to do more damage. And apart from that, Yolanda is also capable of applying that guard buff, which you can see is placed on Rachel. This is to like a safeguard to prevent them from getting killed whenever they get a fatal hit from the enemy. And yeah, so that's basically it for this team. And in case if your hero's health drops really low, Yolanda is also capable of providing an AoE shield that scales based on the lost health. So the more health that is lost, Yolanda will be able to generate more shield for that particular hero. Alright, so let's check out the battle result for this. So this team took around about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to clear the dungeon. And now I'll be showing you an even faster team composition by swapping out certain heroes in this in the second team. So now I replaced Joseph with Shane, and then I've also replaced Yolanda with Flarence. So what are the things that these two heroes provide? Basically, Shane, right, allows you to deal more damage. So the more attacks the hero does, then it will also ramp up the damage boost, which allows the damage dealer to do more damage, up to like 50% more, I think 60% more damage for each attack. And this synergizes really well with Flarence, because Flarence provides that AoE bonus attack. The more attacks your hero do, then they'll be able to ramp up Shane's trait. And then apart from that, Shane and Flarence provide an increased damage taken buff to the enemy, which allows them to deal even more damage, that allows you to clear this dungeon even faster. And apart from that, Shane is also capable of applying the attack down, something similar to Jonathan, to reduce the damage dealt by the enemies. And the good thing about Flarence here is, although she's a big affinity, right? You can use the last breath to revive her in case she get killed by the enemy. And then she can also, once she's revived, she can also provide AoE healing as well as AoE shield once you get her equipped in a Fate set. Alright, so let's check out the battle results. So this team composition took around about 1 minute and 52 seconds. So it also depends on how well you can book your heroes, so that your damage dealer do more damage to them, and you can even speed up the run. And now this team composition, I'm now using Opal instead of Flarence. The third team composition, right, will be much more easier compared to this, because the fourth team composition, right, requires you to have Opal to be booked. Because without your damage dealers to be booked, right, it's quite difficult to take down the enemies quickly. So having Opal, right, will speed up the run even faster, because each time the heroes attack, she'll be able to join attack to do even more damage to the enemies here. And she pairs really well with Shane, because the more joint attack she does, she will also ramp up Shane trait. For every attack, you'll boost up the damage output by 6% here. But you need to be careful where there's not much survivability here, where we are only currently relying on Rachel's spike restoration for the healing. So in case if your heroes are dying quite easily, you might want to get the Guy's Renewal or the Last Breath, depending on which hero are able to sustain from the enemy attacks. And for this team composition, it took around about 1 minute and 43 seconds, slightly faster by around about 7 seconds compared to the third team composition. And finally, for the fifth team composition, this time I'm not using Rachel, but another damage dealer. And this damage dealer is the one that you can get by purchasing one of the offer pack. And that offer pack contains this hero. So this hero is basically the one that is using the bow. And the good thing about this hero is she's able to deal massive amount of single target damage. That hero is Antinua. She's a wood affinity hero from the Seven Woodlands. And in order for her to do a lot of damage, right, she needs to be paired with supporter heroes like Flarence and Shane. So Shane and Flarence will provide the increased damage taken, so the enemies will receive more damage, and the bonus attack will allow Antinua to do more single target damage there. So for Eren, right, he's here to provide additional bonus attack. Basically, whenever Eren performs his ultimate ability, everyone will join attack with their basic ability, which also ramps up Shane's trait there. Okay. But now there's no cleanser here, so it will be quite difficult to get Antinua to attack. So for this team composition, I highly recommend you to get the last breath, because either I think Flarence will get killed here. This is the weakest affinity. And once Flarence is revived, then she'll be able to perform her ultimate to provide additional shield and heal before going off. And then Antinua will perform the finishing kill here. You need to build your Antinua really well with like, I think assassin set. Alright, so let's check out the battle result. This one took around about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. This one could be faster if you target the boss rather than the mobs once you are able to fully book Antinua. Currently my Antinua is not fully booked. Alright, so for the first team composition, I have Joseph, Jonathan, Rachel and Beran. Basically, you want to build Joseph with some health and defense and some speed so that he'll go first in the team to apply the attack above and defense above. And then he can also perform the cleansing before the damage dealers goes. And then on the other hand, second it will be Jonathan. Just build him with some speed to go second, as well as some focus because he's there to apply the attack up, attack down and defense down on the enemies. And also build him with high amount of HP because he generates the AoE shield is based on his trait. And then third on the team will be Rachel. Basically I gear her in assassin set so she'll be able to do more damage from her single target skills. And build her with attack, critical rate, critical damage, as well as focus. Focus is really important so that she can land her defense down consistently. And finally, we have Beran. Just build her as a pure damage dealer and gear her in every set so that she'll be able to do 50% more damage through her ultimate ability. And yeah, she does not need any focus because she does not apply any negative effect here. Alright, so that's for the second team composition. Basically, I replaced Jonathan with Yolanda because Yolanda is also capable of applying or providing AoE shield based on the health that is lost. The more health that the hero has lost, the greater the shield that she can generate. And apart from that, she's also capable of applying cleansing on her basic ability. And apart from that, she's also capable of providing bonus turn to the damage dealer so that they'll be able to do more damage to the enemies for more turns that they take during that particular round. And last but not least, she's also capable of applying the guard buff, which could save your damage dealers who are pretty squishy from fatal attacks. Once they recover from the fatal hit, they will also recover their health. And then I replaced Beran with Hitoshi because Hitoshi has a unique trait where whenever he defeats an enemy, he gains 1 stack of a buff which is permanent, and he can gain up to 5 stack of a buff, which makes it quite easy for him to clear out all of the first and second wave quickly. And as usual, Hitoshi deals massive amount of damage through his ultimate ability, so gear him in every set similar to Beran. Alright, so for the third team composition, I'll be using 2 different heroes this time, which is replacing Yolanda with Shane and Joseph with Flarence. So what makes these heroes much more better because they provide an additional debuff that improves our damage dealer damage output. So Flarence, you can gear her in a fit set because she's able to heal, and whenever she heals, she also be able to provide AoE shield from her healing. So fit set is really important here for more added survivability. And Shane, on the other hand, he can get in a revival set to allow him to heal each time he takes his turn because whenever he performs his special ability, he gains heal from the revival set, so he can heal twice maximum per round whenever he performs the special ability. And just build both Flarence and Shane with high amount of focus stats so they are able to land those debuff on the enemies. And just between them so that they go in a certain order. Alright, so for the fourth team composition, I have Shane, Rachel, Hitoshi and Opal. So this time I replaced Flarence with Opal. So the disadvantage with Opal is you need to invest legendary mastery books on her in order for her to perform well, to do a lot of damage, especially on the Helm stage 3 and Helm stage 4 because those enemies there have very high amount of health. And the best gear that I recommend for Opal would be the assassin set which improves her overall attacks damage output significantly. If you're not able to farm assassin set, you can substitute it with a warrior set as well as a raider set, because warrior set can provide additional attack stats to compensate the lack of additional damage dealt by the assassin set, which is something similar to Rachel. So if you're not able to get Rachel with an assassin set, then you can go for a warrior set and a raider set. Raider set is basically to build them slightly faster than the enemy. And finally, we have the 5th team composition that consists of Eren, Flarence, Shane, and Antinua. You see, this team composition revolves around Antinua to do massive amount of damage. So in order for Antinua to do a lot of damage, she needs to be fully... you need to invest your epic mastery books on her to get the gear mastery as well as the ability mastery maxed out so that she can perform to her fullest potential. And to improve her damage output, is highly recommended to get Flarence and Shane paired together with her so that she will be able to do more damage when the enemies has this karma down and increase damage taken as well as the defense down from Shane. And then Eren, on the other hand, is there to provide more attacks, because Eren ultimate ability will call everyone to join their attacks with the basic ability, which ramps up Shane's trait to provide an additional 60% bonus attack. Bonus damage. Alright, so that's basically it for my video covering multiple variations of teams revolving around Rachel. And hopefully you get some ideas on how to build a team so that you'll be able to speed farm this Queen of Tides dungeon, especially for the helper stages, to get those fabled gears and also get the rewards currently from the Dragon Cup rally. And if you do not have Rachel, you can always use other heroes, strong single target damage dealers like Antinua and Hitoshi to pair up together and to take down the enemies in the Queen of Tide. Alright, so if you found this video helpful, do give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my YouTube channel, you can click on the subscribe button as well as ringing the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video on this channel. If you have any questions regarding this build, do post a comment below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!